This is synthetic division, and it's called synthetic division because we're not really dividing, we're going to be multiplying. It's based on the factor theorem. If you're not sure what that is, I can explain it all in a different video. But for now, in order to set this up, we're going to look at a divisor here. So we're trying to show that this is a factor, basically. So the first thing is if we take this 2x minus 1 and make it equal to 0, then we're going to solve to get x by itself. So I'll quickly add 1 to both sides to give me x equals 1, 2x equals 1, and then I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and that will give me x equals 1 over 2. So basically what we're going to do is multiply a half by each of the coefficients. So let's look at the first one here. If I was to multiply by a half, well, when we multiply by a fraction, we usually multiply by the top and then divide by the bottom. So we multiply by the top first to get 6, and then divide by 2 would give us 3. So that's sort of what we're doing here. So I'm going to write out just the coefficients of this, which is just the numbers in front of the x's, and also the constant as well. Okay, I'm going to build a little frame around it like this. And the first thing we're going to do is multiply by the top, which is times 1. Then we're also going to be dividing by the bottom. So I'm going to extend my frame down here. Okay, now we're ready to get started. The first thing we're always going to do is to bring down the first number. So I'm going to bring that straight down to here. Okay, so I skipped the times 1 for the first one. Now I'm going to just do my divide by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, I'm going to take this 3 up here and multiply it by this. So 3 times 1 gives me 3, and that's a positive 3. So next I'm going to add 5 and 3. So 5 and 3 gives me 8, and now I have to do my divide by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, once again, I'm going to take this up and multiply by this. So 4 times 1 is just 4. Next I've got negative 10 plus 4 gives me negative 6. And again, I need to do my divide by 2, which gives me negative 3. Okay, for the last time, bring that up, multiply by 1. So that will give me negative 3. 3 take away 3 is 0. So once I get that 0, I'm finished. And we can sort of block out this last line, because that last line should hopefully always be 0 if there is no remainder, or if it is a factor, if it divides in evenly. So my answer is this section down here. Now remember, this first 6 was actually had an x cubed in front of it, but I'm going to reduce each of the powers by 1. So when I divide by x, I get x squared. And this 5 actually was 5x squared. When I reduce the power or divide by x, I get x, just regular x, so 4x. And this negative 10 was 10x. If I divide by x, I just get a constant, or no x's. So this negative 3 becomes just negative 3. And there is my final answer, 3x squared plus 4x minus 3.